Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juce, and tonight we are playing the Forest Gnomes of ThaCos in the Vaulkar Kingdom. Last session, we'll let everyone recap actually here in a second. I do this every time. I screw up my intro every damn time because I haven't been streaming enough online games. Okay, we are going to go around the table. We're going to let everyone introduce themselves and their character. You will notice we are down a player tonight. He happened to have a car accident outside of his house. He wasn't in it, but there was a car accident outside of his house that took out his power pole. And so he doesn't have power, so he will not be joining us tonight. So Josh, you will be missed. I am sorry, buddy. Hope to see you next time. But with that, we'll go around, let everyone introduce their characters, and then we'll get into the recap. Harold, we are starting with you.
I am Harold, and I'm playing Sprig Thistleman, a forest gnome barbarian who gave away a very nice magical axe because I have an axe and it works just fine, and I don't need a new one.
True. And it was much appreciated by, what was her name? It was, not that one. It was Zephyrin. Zephyrin Cloud Whisper was very excited to take it back to the temple. Temple of Thuenar. Excellent. Next up is Peter.
Yes. I'll be playing Jetnat Thistleman Pete Bog the Third, the cleric of currently Thuenar. And yes, I had eyes on that sweet axe, and it may fetch a fair price, and it may just happen to end up in my backpack.
It's a very large battle axe, but I'm sure that the guy who can't carry a feather will find a way to get that.
We'll have to just make it work.
I love it. Also, go check out his YouTube channel. It is BN Drake. He streams all sorts of great games, Old School Essentials, Mothership, Star Wars, and soon, possibly, Shadow Dark. So go check out BN Drake YouTube channel. And then last, Nate. Tell us about your character. You're muted.
Yeah, I'll be playing Farzi Rock, and he is a paladin of nobility, and I'm hoping to kill some peeps this round.
Some peeps? Like some marshmallow chickens?
Yes.
Now,
100%.
Are we still having an identity crisis? Because last time he was kind of more like Mr. Pete Bog over here, and wasn't himself for some reason. I don't know what happened to him.
I am a strong influence.
It was just a moment of unclarity, and then once he came to, he was like, "Oh wait, I know what's going on."
Nice, awesome. All right. With that, I will. What has happened in this campaign, guys? Tell the audience what has happened up to this point. You will get inspiration, by the way, for your contributions.
Let's see. There's starving orphans in the forest, of course.
At least that's what we hear.
Yes.
That is what Jetnat says.
Yeah. We headed out into the swamps to find I believe an old temple to Thuenar.
Yep.
There by which we went through a very, very, very specific and very certain trials and tribulations, and hopefully not dying. Unfortunately, one of our party members did fall to his death.
Yeah, just randomly fell. You guys talked about like tying ropes to each other, and then didn't, and then walked across a crumbling bridge.
Yes, we had to cross a swamp too. We had to cross the swamp, but we had to cross water, which was always very treacherous because I believe like a crocodile came out and went after us. But Sprig, of course, took care of it. We took the meat. I think we saved some of that crocodile meat.
You did.
Of course, Jetnat is not carrying anything, but he is at the max with his... if we were to put a numerical number on his strength, we would call it a 4. It's injuries, old age. Everything's catching up with him. But he's wise. Let's see. We entered the temple, and I believe there's some broken statues. Then we started picking up pieces to. Was it the axe that we eventually found? I think we found pieces.
Yeah, the
of
axe
it.
was at the end, but
No,
it was
they
all
were
like,
pieces.
kind of like pieced together. Yeah.
So Nate had
Yeah.
found the first part outside of the temple.
Right. The hilt.
Then another piece was found in the vortex room where you guys had a nice long conversation.
Yes. Where we just ran through.
Yes.
Sprague just said F it and just ran through the vortex.
Worked out.
Yes, it did. Of course, Quindleberry died crossing over a bridge, I believe.
Yep, the collapsing floors. Yep.
What else happened?
There was the black pudding sack in the last room.
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
That
We met
Sprig was
Brienne.
enamored with, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. And I think attacked Brienne, our newest friend, Brienne the fighter.
Yes,
Sure
Sprig
did.
did.
Sure did.
After doing the twist. Let's do the twist.
Yes, and I believe he was reset back too once we pierced the sack and killed it.
Yeah.
And then Jetnat did a ritual over at the temple. I mean, at the altar, which involved some dice and his lucky coin, and cleansed the temple. Thank you, Thuenar, his current god of choice. And we found the holy relic axe, which of course Jetnat really can't use, and we gave it to Sprig. And Farzever was like, no, and then Sprig handed it over to
Zephyrin.
Zephyrin Cloud Whisperer, who is in charge of the temple of Thuenar. She seemed overly eager to get such an item, so much so that Jetnat was a bit suspicious of her glee and excitement, but it seemed genuine, which even made Jetnat even more suspicious. And of course, it could fetch a fair price, but approximately 300 gold, on or about that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
relics of Thuenar.
Yes,
Perfect for the temple.
yes, but
Far-
we may need it on our journeys.
And Farziver did pull down some paintings, or a painting,
Yes,
and took it back to Thistlebend,
Yep.
which did surprise Zephyrin. She did not understand why he would take it, but Jetnat did come to Farziver's rescue and mentioned that, well, it needed some repairs before it could
right. It
go
needed to
back.
be cleaned. You got to clean that up. It's been in that
Yeah.
damp, nasty temple this whole time. You gotta
What with all
stuff
those
has to-
with all those gelatin type of creatures we fought.
Yep,
Yeah.
all the mold and stuff growing on. Of course, it's gotta
Oh,
be
yeah.
cleaned up.
It's all damp and ugh.
Yeah, it was gross. I get it. Excellent. Yep, so then you guys made your way back to a hero's welcome until they realized that there was a tall person with you named Brienne. And
Yeah,
you were-
obviously from a wealthy family.
of course. And you were missing somebody, which was... What was their name?
Quindleberry.
Quindleberry, thank you. Quindleberry did not make the trek back. You did swear to them that you at least cleanse the body as well as the temple.
Correct.
And I
But-
believe I did that at the end of first session. Parziver did.
Oh, okay. So then you were told by Zephyrin that she had written a letter, or had sent off a message to get the Grand Clergy out to discuss these matters and said to return in a few days, or keep your eyes out for anyone showing up into town. And she would definitely like to meet with you guys then. Yeah. So, with that, are there any questions or anything about what's going on or what has happened?
And I got a silver pendant of Thuenar,
Yes.
which does not add to my current
Weight.
weight total. So happy about that. It's worth 10 gold, so that's helpful as well in a pinch.
And I think we had discussed it not being magical.
Correct. Yeah, it's not magical.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So with that, it has been a couple days. You guys have been hanging out, I'm assuming, at the tavern on and off. Maybe Sprig has been working the farm for a couple days. Maybe even you guys had like a ceremony for Quindleberry at some point in these last couple days. And think the town has been a little bit. On one hand, you can tell that the tension has lifted because the threat of the fog has not been anywhere to be seen. So people in that regard are much happier. However, the sadness of losing Quindleberry has definitely set in. Now, the Grizzle Featherburr, who was the leader of the Volunteers of Swamp's Watch, he has been hanging out at the temple, or not the temple, at the tavern, the Burrowed Hearth Tavern, and he has been drowning his sorrows for days, like trying to look for a new life's purpose. He's not sure what to do, and as you guys are hanging out in the tavern, you hear him say, "I think I'm gonna go join the military. I'm gonna go to Vaulkar Keep. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna volunteer for the military." Now, you guys know Grizzle Featherburr is not a spring chicken. He is a much older forest gnome. In fact, Jetnat, you might have went to school with Grizzle Featherburr.
He's that old, huh?
He's pretty old.
Okay.
And he does not seem like he's that skilled with any weaponry whatsoever from what you have seen. In fact, he probably is like somebody with 2 left feet. But he's over there and he's getting himself worked up, and all of a sudden, as he's doing this, Nella, the waitress, says, "Oh, Grizzle, you're not joining no military. Not today, not tomorrow, not in a million years. You couldn't have joined the military in your youth. You just don't have what it takes." And as she says this, Grizzle just sits right back down in his seat and just continues to drink, looking defeated.
Poor guy.
What would you guys like to do?
Varziver is going to approach him and be like, "Well, what troubles you, sir?"
So you would remember this
one
guy. He was overlooking the swamps when you had first come to town.
Right.
This is the same guy.
Okay.
So he's just sitting there. He's like, I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, I'm so used to just going up and looking over the swamps, and I don't need to do that anymore.
I feel like we probably should still have a watch, though, just in case something were to return.
Yeah, I suppose, but you guys already cleared it out. I mean, I did for a couple days, and if you look, it's clear as day, and flowers have grown, and the trees are looking beautiful and lush again.
That doesn't mean that everything is gone, though.
Yeah, I suppose, but I'm not going to go all up in there, I'll get lost up in there. It's like uncharted territory these days.
Well, you know who is great at finding anything in the swamps?
Who?
My good friend Sprig.
Sprig works on his parents' or his family farm, though. Sprig, are you going to take me on patrol?
Listen, my whole deal is making sure the farm is tip top, and that tends to be about it.
I suppose I could just go sit up in the tower and just stare down. But I don't know. I think I just need to find a new purpose. Something to reinvigorate me again.
Well, I mean, if you say the whole forest area is uncharted, you could be the one to chart it. Put your name on a couple of landmarks.
Oh. I could become famous.
There could be treasure in it.
Oh. I could get rich. They could rename the town Grizzlebend.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The town is going to remain the name of the town, but you could found your own town.
True.
I mean, if I have all the gold, because I find a bunch of treasure, though, I could afford to certainly change the name of the town.
I mean, you could, but I feel like there's a bunch of paperwork involved in such endeavors. Why would you even want to bother yourself with all that?
Oh. Yeah, that's right. That's too much bureaucracy for me. If I marry Tildy, would we rename the town after me because she would change her name?
I don't think that's how that
No?
works, but I mean, if you and Tildy are happy together, I don't see why you wouldn't give it the old mage college try.
Tildy won't give me a shot. You know that. She can't stand me.
That's most unfortunate. But Grizzle, you've been around a while. I think you need to set your sights a bit higher than just the tower that you've been gazing upon from, or the swamps that are now no longer inhabited by horrible creatures. I have a keen sense, that maybe we may be headed out on another adventure. And you, with such a strong back, maybe should accompany us.
Oh. What would I be doing?
Unsure of at this point, but surely something very important. Could, of course, provide you with a backpack. You could carry certain important items that would be critical to our survival. And then you could return a hero. Surely you could be able to get many offers from Tildy or any other woman would swoon over you. But, who knows, whatever deeds you may do, they may rename the town. It may already be renamed before you even return.
Really?
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But you want me to carry things. Chetna, is this
Oh,
you?
that well.
Is this you just looking for a porter again? I've heard you trying to get some young guys to do this before.
Oh, no. This is you setting out on an adventure, and we three, and possibly four, if we can ever locate our dear friend, who the last time I spotted was doing shots at the behind the bar.
Oh,
with a
that
few of the
Brienne
residents.
woman.
With the few of the residents and a goat. But maybe you could join us. It's your chance to get out. Your chance to see the countryside.
Give me a persuasion check.
What is my persuasion with this character? 16, not bad.
He thinks about it
Not at
for
all.
a second, and he looks at Sprig and Farziver. You guys would all have me join you?
Well, yeah, of course. As Jetnat said it'd be very helpful to have you around.
What about you, Sprig?
What great tale would you bring to the team? Not saying it wouldn't be enjoyable to have your company along, but
Well,
we
Jetnat said he'd
do.
give me a backpack.
So you want to be
Yes.
a mule?
He said I'd be an
No.
adventurer.
No, no. Of
Like
course,
you
No,
guys.
no, he's gonna be an adventurer.
Of course, Grizzle has certain abilities and skills that he could provide this group. Much more than just a mule, as you say, Sprig. I'm sure he's got a keen eye, and he is
The best.
perceptive, and yes, able to track things, possibly alert.
I don't
keep
know
a
about
good
tracking.
watch.
There's a reason I wasn't allowed to go hunting when I was younger, but I was the leader of the Swamp's Watch, so I'm obviously
Yes,
very
and-
good at seeing things.
Excellent. Sight is critical in this sort of endeavor.
Excellent. Yeah, something like that.
Insight check.
Go for it.
I didn't like the way he said that.
What you got?
That's a 3.
Even with a 3, you still just get the vibe that maybe he's not that perceptive of a person, and yeah, you're like, I don't know, I don't know.
Well, I
Are
surely
you,
believe you.
are you arcanely inclined? Are you a capable martial combatant?
I could use a short sword, maybe,
Ah, very good.
but arcane? No, I don't know magic.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does this hurt? And I punch him in the shoulder.
Ow!
1 to 10.
Like a 7, dude.
Okay, to be fair, that was barely a tap.
I barely.
Have you ever been stabbed?
No,
Have you ever fallen off a cliff?
no,
Stab.
Have you ever been shot with a crossbow and or a bow?
never.
Are you looking forward to these things happening to you?
Definitely not.
Because these are what's in store if you come with us.
What are you getting into?
And it's not guaranteed, Sprig.
It's not guaranteed, but it is a high chance it's going to happen.
This sounds
Oh, you
horrible.
know, if we
I
put
want
our
to-
faith into Thuenar, none of that will ever happen.
Ah, yes, spoken. My True Rock has spoken the truth once again.
I don't think faith through it. I don't think that's how faith works. Because, I mean, somebody died when we went in that temple. And that shouldn't have happened.
Quindleberry wasn't
Well-
the biggest supporter of Thuenar.
Well, a non-believer such as Windleberry, that's what happens.
Well, that was a bit harsh, Farziver.
So the more I hang out with you religious times, the less and less I am. Let's just, sure, why not? We can't be in. I am not in charge of your safety, good sir. If you want to come with us, you are more than welcome.
Am I really gonna get shot at by crossbow bolts?
I mean, it's possible.
That sounds horrible. I don't think I want to do this.
Well, technically, anything is possible, but that's
Yes.
neither here nor there.
See, I figured
you
I'd
could-
just join the military and be a captain, and just tell people
Oh.
what to do.
It's gonna be
Um,
even worse in the military. I'll tell you that.
What?
I'm not a military person. I don't have that much little to no military experience. But as far as I know, you have to work your way up to being a captain. You don't just get
Oh,
a captain's hat.
that sounds
What,
horrible.
You have
Uh,
to work your way up
What
the
military
ranks.
are you speaking of?
The Vaulkar
Grizzle.
Keep. You know.
Oh, is there a Vaulkar Keep recruiter in town?
Not in town. He visits every once in a while, though.
Oh, yes. Coming from someone who understands the way with words, I would not trust them as far as I throw them.
Oh, he seems very well spoken though.
Listen, this one here
yes.
is also very well spoken, and I wouldn't trust him
Correct.
as far as I can throw him, and I can throw him
Yes. Well,
pretty
thank you.
far.
I'm not sure if I take that as a compliment, but I will at this point. Yes, Sprig. Yes, I would not trust the recruiters. You will not be a captain in this Vaulkar keep. You will probably be scrubbing dishes or digging latrines. Is that what you envision to do?
No, that sounds
Or
horrible.
swabbing the deck.
Nothing sounds
yes.
great. Why does this all sound so horrible?
Because it's life.
Life is horrible. It's so
yes.
so nasty and harsh.
Yes, and brutish and short. And if you wish to live it the rest of your days atop the tower, staring out into the swamp that nothing seems to come out of anymore, and pondering your existence, that you should join us. We will look after you.
You
We
just
will
said I
train
was going to
you.
get shot at.
There is a possibility I could get shot at as well.
That sounds horrible. I think I'm just going to go and start a garden.
Now that sounds like a novel idea, putting some beauty into the world.
I don't think I can die gardening, right?
That's also not
No.
exactly true.
Oh, you could easily die from gardening.
Oh no.
I mean, just don't plant anything that could be poisonous or that could eat you.
Or that has
Oh.
thorns.
Yeah.
Or attract something that will eat you.
I'm so
Or
confused.
step on a rake.
As you guys are sitting here talking to him, you see four well-dressed, well-robed figures walk into the tavern. You, Jetnat, and actually you all recognize they're wearing Thuenar garb. Clearly they
okay.
are some sort of... they're not clergy, but they definitely would serve clergy. Maybe they're like guards. They've got like some light armor underneath these robes, and they come in and sit at a table
Okay.
and order a round of drinks and food. Grizzle says, "Oh, I wonder if the Grand Clergy came into town, because those look like some guards."
Yes, you should go over there and ask them if they've been shot at.
Oh,
Or stabbed, or fall in a hole, attacked by an owlbear, goblins,
oh my
Traps.
goodness. This sounds horrible.
falling out of a tree, had a tree fall on them.
I think I'm just gonna leave. I put it on my tab. I gotta go. And he just like walks out the door and leaves. Just rethinking his life decisions.
Oh no, I think that conversation went mighty well. Man, being an adventurer is some tough work. It's good to see.
Said he was almost there, Sprig.
Oh, he was there. He was ready to carry a backpack for you. You almost had yourself a little squire.
Balderdash.
Nella
Wait.
walks up and says, "Oh, do you guys want another round?"
I'll take another bowl of stew.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
I'll take another round, and we should purchase one for the fine gentleman on that table over there.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely tell them around on you, Farseever.
Yeah. Thank you.
What about you, Jetnat? Do you want another round?
Well, I need to be in my right mind. Of course I will.
Excellent. And she walks over to the other table and says, "All right, boys, the next round is on Farseever over there." And she points over at you guys. And they all look over and
Varsever kind of like lifts
Gesture.
his hand. Yeah.
They gesture over to you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Anything for fellow followers of Thuenar.
Ah, yes. So you as well are followers of Thuenar, and they look at you, Sprig, and Chetnat, and Farziver.
Oh, I am by no means a holy individual. Uh, not necessarily.
Oh, how do you not believe?
I believe Thuanar exists. I'm just not exactly a devout individual.
Of anybody?
I mean, I believe in nature and people.
Oh. You are not one of the blessed, then.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm still alive.
Many are alive and lost. As you are, it seems.
No,
I'm sure
sitting in a tavern.
I'm sure one day you'll find your way.
Depends on where I'm going.
So you two are followers, though.
Oh, yes, of course. Thuanar. Yes, as Jetnat reaches in and pulls out that pendant and looks at the symbol. Oh, yes. Praise Thuanar.
That is a nice pendant you have there.
Oh, this trinket. Yes. A small, just a small symbol of our God's great work in this fallen world.
How did you happen to get such a nice pendant?
We were. I don't know if you've heard, but there was a temple in the swamp that was cursed.
Oh, yes.
Evil magic. I came upon it there in our trek to rid this evil from the swamp and return Thuanar's good name to this temple. And as you can see, if you look out there to the swamps, the flowers are blooming and the bees are buzzing and the birds are humming.
So you didn't come about this through like any trials or divine recognition or anything. You just
Divine recognition, or there was evil in this temple. I would assume that would be a trial unto itself. One of our comrades was lost.
But you weren't gifted this by anybody or anything. You just kind of found it.
Gifted, of course. I was gifted by Thuanar. It was in his temple. I assure you, he gifted it to me.
So you have seen Thuanar.
No.
You just have faith. Okay,
But
that's
don't
good.
you?
Of course. It's very strong. It's interesting. Normally, such a fine pendant is awarded or given, sometimes inherited by being passed down through a family.
Oh, inherited. So, what trial did they go through? Birth?
Well, it would depend on the situation, of course. You could partake in the trial of the sky, the sacred quest. But, it's all good. I was just very curious. It is a very fine pendant in very good shape. And if it's in that temple that you were talking about, that must mean that you are Jetnat. I'm assuming that would be Sprig, and that's Farziver?
You are correct.
Well, we are here because of what you guys have done in that temple, actually. We've been here for a little bit of time. One of our high priestesses is meeting currently with Zephyrin just over at the temple. So we were excused for their discussion. We decided to come over here and catch a meal. But yes, we came with Eldra Wind Whisper, and she is over there with Zephyrin at this moment. Yeah, I think Zephyr's going to be in a little bit of trouble, to be honest, but we will see how
Trouble?
this goes. Yes, she defied orders of the Grand Clergy. She was told not to go into the swamps. I mean, she didn't, but she sent you guys, and that could have led to your demise for nothing.
Yes, but we did make it through there, and we
Oh.
did lift the curse.
You may have lifted the curse in this area, but you have not lifted the overall curse.
There's more than one curse.
Yeah, are you suggesting that this curse is widespread and pervasive?
It's much bigger than what you guys have witnessed, yes. It spans almost all the way north to the Lake of Heroes. There are even some places a little bit further west that have had issues. Riverbend, they have crops dying on a lot of their farms, a lot of issues over there. Harvest Moon Meadows to the northeast of here is having their own share of issues. There have even been rumors of beasts that have found themselves at North Lake, which is east of here. All since you guys have cleared that temple. So while you guys, again, did a small piece, there is still much more happening. But we are just guards that serve Thuenar and his people.
But you can't eat the Tarask in one bite.
That's a good saying.
So does the clergy have any idea where the curse is stemming from, or how to stop it, or general location?
You could go ask her yourself. She is over at the temple across the way.
No, looks like I'm gonna have something to do once I finish this delicious stew.
That stew looks delicious, by the way.
I could not recommend it more than you should try it. It's all the ingredients locally sourced, caught fresh.
What's your
it's
favorite
phenomenal.
ingredient in there?
The meat.
The meat? What meats are in that stew?
It tastes like there's some cow, bit of hog. Could be a bit of chicken in there too. It is a
smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord, a mishmash of various proteins for a grown individual.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. I might have to get some. Well, yeah, let's get some of this stew, guys. What do you say? And all four of the guards are like, yes, that sounds great. Let's do it. Nella's like, oh, right, I'll be right over there with the stew. Thank you, Sprig. And serves him up some stew.
Jetnat, we should probably go talk to this priestess, see what kind of information we can gather if this curse is so widespread.
Yes.
Probably gonna have to kill a lot more of those weird sacks that we find in the temple.
Yes. Yes, let us make our way over there.
As you step out of the tavern, you see a couple wagons with two horses pulling each wagon. There are probably another 12 guards out here at these wagons, and you see a couple of guards walk out of the temple holding a large case with some handles on it, and this large, nice wooden box. I'd say it's probably 4 foot long, probably 2 feet wide, and they load it into one of the wagons with a bunch of the guards around it, and yeah. These are all human guards, by the way, I should say. Or not, I'm sorry. Some of them are human. Some of them are half orc. But yeah, none of them are gnomes.
These are
That's
nice how we do
odd.
all the
Yeah, I
we
know.
do all the heavy lifting, and then after we're done, the god force shows up.
That looked quite like a heavy box there you were carrying.
You say that to the one guard who's...
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's not that heavy.
Oh, of course. Oh, yes, of course, with bulging biceps like a 10th edition I have.
Mm.
But what was in said box, may I ask?
I can't disclose this.
Some sort of relic or artifact, probably the way you were carrying it.
Most definitely, but I can't disclose what's in it.
Oh, of course, all hush hush secret.
Yeah, we're going to take it back to the temple in Vaulkar Keep.
Oh, Vaulkar Keep. Oh,
Yeah.
it'll be on display there, or
It's possible. The Grand Clergy will have to decide what to do with it.
oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Who will get to bear such an item?
And that might be the case too. Maybe they'll reward it to their champion.
A champion of what, you say?
With Thuenar, of course.
A champion of
Oh.
Thuenar. Oh,
Maybe give it to
Is
a
there some
captain
sort of
the
contest?
guard. No, nothing like that.
Is it perchance an axe that was placed in said box?
I
no,
Will
Sprig, he
not
can't tell you what it
say.
is.
yes or no, but chances are likely.
Well, that's all I needed to hear. Well, all I have to say is, you're welcome.
Thanks. I think.
Just keep walking towards the temple.
As you step into the temple, you see a blue dragonborn in very nice plate armor, with a symbol of Thuenar on his chest. He's got a large maul that's on his back, and he's just
And an
kind of
orange
standing there.
Julius.
What's that?
And an orange Julius, sorry.
And he's just standing there as you guys walk in, and you can hear coming from like the center area, which if you remember, it's like an open ceiling temple to the skies. You can hear echoing off of these walls some sort of disagreement. If you guys want to make a perception check, you can do that.
I'm headed towards this discussion.
Yep.
14 perception.
Okay.
Also got 14.
Okay. Farziver. 18. Okay. So you guys can hear, you hear Zephyrin saying, "Look, I thought I had to act urgently because I wasn't getting the help we needed. And clearly it worked." And you hear in response, "It doesn't matter. You disobeyed a direct order from the Grand Clergy." As you
I'm gonna
guys
head
walk
over.
in.
Yeah, I'm going to head over to the discussion. Do I see them yet? I mean, are they?
Yes, you see them. You see, obviously, Zephyrin standing there, but you also see another forest gnome who is talking to her. And do me a favor, Jetnat. Give me a religion check.
Oh, do I have? Oh, I do have religion. I rolled an 8.
You do not recognize this person.
Yeah.
You do recognize they are wearing Thuenar garb as well, though. And as this happens, Zephyrin recognizes you guys and says, "Oh, Eldra, these are the ones who went and cleared out the temple. This is Sprig, this is Jetnat, and that's Farziver."
And once again, what is her name?
Zephyrin?
What's her official title? Something
High-
Cloud Whisperer.
High Priestess?
High Priestess Cloud Whisperer. Once again, we would like to apologize for our indiscretions for going to the temple against your wishes. It was most rash decision. You warned us multiple times not to go, but we were insistent. Again, I apologize for our
Jetnat, you don't need to. I've already admitted that I had asked you guys to go. I had sent in my message to the Grand Clergy that I was asking you guys to go.
Oh no, my dear, you never put anything down in writing. Gosh.
This other forest gnome speaks up. I am also a high priestess of Thuenar. I was sent here by the Grand Clergy to tell Zephyrin she is going to be summoned to Vaulkar Keep. She's going to meet with...
For what purposes?
She disobeyed direct orders. She was told not to worry about that temple, that there were bigger things happening, there were better ways to get to the bottom of this, and taking this course was not the way. So she has to report to the Grand Clergy.
Yes, but we did clean out the corruption, did we not?
You did. And that is why I am here. Again, because... So we have been investigating this for a long time. And we believe what you did was good, but it didn't solve the problem. It just fixed it in this small area.
Well,
all you did was
alert.
alert.
Is important.
This is much bigger than just a sickness. This was something that was done by a great evil, and now they are going to know what happened, and that it's going to get worse. So, anyways,
Why do I feel like we've been... we are not down with the sickness. Why do I feel that we have been slighted in your compliment?
No, you guys did great. You were asked
you
to do
just
something.
said you have... But it's so minuscule, but things will actually get worse because of your actions.
Again, if you guys are up for the task, there's a few things we need done for this.
Oh, okay.
If you want to end it for good, there are 4 tasks that need to be done first.
All right, go ahead.
What are those 4 tasks?
Are you familiar with the 4 seals of Thuenar?
I am, but for the sake of refreshing my memory,
correct.
Could you possibly go over them
Yeah.
for those who may or may not have heard of these 4 seals?
Yes.
It's okay if you're not
accuracy's sake.
familiar.
I have 0 clue as to what you are referring to, sir.
Okay, so she says, well, here's what we think. Okay, we believe there is one main source of where this is coming from. You guys kind of got an amplifier of that source and got rid of it. So with that said, though, we believe a much bigger ritual needs to be performed at the main site. In order to perform this ritual, though, we need the 4 seals of Thuenar. So, a long time ago, these 4 items were used to help cleanse this land. Okay? This land was barely habitable when it was first founded many, many, many generations ago. Once these lands were blessed with the 4 seals of Thuenar, it became a place that could thrive. We believe bringing those back, performing that ritual at the main site, will cleanse the land for good of this curse. We're still trying to figure out the main source. We will get that. I promise you. Okay? The 4 seals we believe are located in these 4 locations. The Bluestone Caverns near Dwarves' Betrayal. This was once a holy site to the dwarves, and it is home of the sacred Storm Crystal. The Storm Crystal is also known as the Tear of the Tempest. Another seal might be located near the Lake of Heroes, where there is an ancient sunken temple to Thuenar. It is somewhere underground near this forest. We believe that the ever-bright lantern can be found there. The third seal is located in a shrine to Thuenar near the Pixie Wood. This one is called the Shield of the Winds. We believe something was sealed inside of that a long time ago. So be careful of what you touch or open. And the fourth seal is located in the ruins east of Royal Wood. It was once a great city, and one of the biggest temples to Thuenar was there. And the thing that's inside of there is the sky-forged spear.
Now, does it matter in what order we
It
do
does
this in?
not. It does not. But once you get all four of those, we could discuss again here, or you could bring each one back as you get it, or however you want to do it. But I will be located here until at least we find out if Zephyrin is going to be punished or not.
Well, I think Zephyrin should be commended.
Understood. She did show initiative, and that is always a good thing. Thuenar would appreciate that, of course. But it is far above my pay grade to worry about that. I am just doing what I am supposed to do.
Would I have any idea which of these locations is closest to us?
So looking at the map, the one that's furthest is probably the Pixie Wood. But they're almost equally distant apart.
Well,
So the blue stones are just located southwest of here. The Royal Wood is just east of here. The Pixie Wood's northeast. And then Lake of Heroes is... I guess Lake of Heroes is probably the furthest because you'd have to go around the Neverending Swamps to get there. So that one would probably actually be the longest to travel.
we wouldn't be able to travel through.
You
the
could
swamps?
try, but it's going to be pretty difficult.
Okay, the whole way through. Got it.
Yeah, based on what you just heard, it would basically be like traveling through that fog for a long time to get through. Would not be advised.
Okay, so they did mention ruins, right, to the east.
Yes.
I suggest we head over to the ruins post haste. I'd very much like to see that very big.
And all the stuff does show up on the map I sent you guys a while back.
Yeah, I think I kind of see it on the map anyway.
Yeah.
So. But, I mean, I'd like to hear you guys' input.
Jetnat excuses himself. Steps away, so not in obvious sight. At least I have some. I imagine that there's probably statues or whatever in this temple, like
Sure.
something to obscure their view. I'm going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to come back over so I can sense the location of any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of myself. I will make sure. Let's see. You also sense whether the hollow spell is active there, and if so, where. Okay, the spell is blocked by stone, dirt, or wood, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to make sure I get close to
Eldra.
Zephyrin and all the three people, and if I sense anything off about them.
Okay. You do not. So I will say this: you definitely sense there is tension between Eldra and Zephyrin, but you do not pick up any magical vibes of what you're looking into.
Okay, so yeah, so they're not secretly something else, at least as
Nope.
far as I can detect.
Yep.
Oh yes, oh shit, let me look at my map. Where in the Vaulkar Keep?
That is southeast of here, if I remember correctly.
About directly east. Oh, Vaulkar Keep? Yeah, that's a little bit southeast.
Yeah, but we also would have to make a trek around the Royal Wood, if I remember correct. Knowing my geography, although, forgive me, I'm not very familiar with this lay of the land. Sprig would be our best person for that, I believe.
One second, as I think I found an actual map.
I've been looking at the map too, so don't.
It's like, oh no, we have one! Yay! Oh,
Right
this
now,
is
I know I have it.
so helpful.
I had to scroll up a little bit. In our
What was
chat.
the map called?
Probably Vaulkar Kingdom.
Yeah, Vaulkar.
And
You want me
that's
to-
where
I
we
can
are.
probably pin it, or can you pin it? I can pin it.
I
In the
think
chat?
Yeah, I just pinned it.
we should head to the Royal Wood. I feel like that's the closest one to us right now.
Okay.
We can hit the Royal Wood and then keep going north, go to the Pixie Wood, and then just like go around the Neverending Swamp, hit the Lake of
Oh.
Heroes, and then, just kind of just lap it back around. What was the last part we gotta hit?
It's the Blue Stones or whatever. The
Bluestone
down
Bluestone
Cavern.
Caverns.
southwest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Unless you guys think going to the Bluestone Caverns would be beneficial first,
Whoops.
and then we can loop back around.
There we go. I totally messed up our stream. It's okay. Fixed it again.
How long?
w-
How long of a distance do you think it is, travel-wise, to get to any of these locations?
Time wise?
I'm actually asking specifically of Sprig.
Oh, okay.
Would I have an idea? Because I feel like a
It
couple
says
days.
12-mile increments are in the top left underneath the Vaulkar Kingdom, so every spot on that little ruler is 12 miles.
So every tick.
Yeah.
and where are we?
You're at Thistlebang Glen. Right underneath
Thistlebang,
Neverending
okay.
Swamps.
Okay.
Yeah, Royal Wood is. I feel like is the closest. We didn't even take the road. It's just a straight shot.
But it's east of that. It's the ruins east of that.
Mm.
Technically, the Bluestone Caverns are the closest.
Then we should go. We should go there first.
Take care of that, and then we'll loop back around to the ruins.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very okay with this.
Well, consider it done, sir.
You're talking to a female.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My
Unless
bad,
you're
my bad.
talking to Sprig.
Consider
Eldra is
it
a
done,
female.
ma'am.
Yeah. As this is happening, you see the big Dragonborn come up to Eldra and say, so we're going to get Zephyrin loaded up, and I'm going to go back with some of the guards to the Vaulkar Keep. We will leave some guards with you here in town, Eldra. Oh, yes. Thank you very much for everything, Captain Varthus. Safe travels.
Excuse me. What do you mean by loaded up?
They're going to take her to the Vaulkar Keep to meet with the Grand Clergy.
Like a common prisoner?
Well, she's not going to be locked up or anything. She's just going to be in the back of the wagon. But she has an escort.
An escort?
Yes, of guards. They'll decide what's going to happen. I'm sure she will be punished. It won't be very severe. I'd be surprised to find that they do anything horrible with her. But you can't go against.
Please make
what
sure
you're-
that she gets treated right while she's there.
Who are you speaking this to, Farzever?
To the person who was just talking.
Oh, the Dragonborn?
Yeah, the Dragonborn.
She'll be treated as anyone would, so she'll be fine. It's not up to me what happens.
Does my thing, am I detecting anything from him?
No, he's pretty legit. You feel like he's a very noble warrior.
Well, please take care of her and safe travels.
You might even recognize this guy as some sort of a paladin of Thuenar.
Oh, I probably wouldn't recognize it then.
No,
too.
yeah. I mean, if you guys worship Thuenar and have any
Yeah.
familiarity, you would recognize him. He's definitely a paladin of Thuenar.
Yeah, and I would say to that my fellow paladin, safe travels, and hopefully nothing bad should cross your path.
If anything bad crosses my path, it'll be a bad day for them.
Well, I would hope so.
And he walks out with Zephyrin and a couple guards.
Oh, is they taking her?
Zephyrin, yes.
Before that, I would say, may I have a word with the High Priestess before she leaves?
Yes, you may.
So I try to pull her aside so they can't hear what I'm saying.
Okay.
Are you okay with this?
I understand. I don't. I think they refused to take it seriously, and now I forced them to. I don't know what will come of it, but I am sure I will have some sort of punishment. Hopefully, I am able to return soon.
No, I don't think this is a good idea for you to be taken away like this. They may just lock you up in this Vaulkar keep, and you'll pity your days looking at scrolls and ancient tomes of dust.
Anything's possible, but I do know Eldra doesn't want to be stuck here, so she doesn't like it here, and they don't have anyone else to serve here, and this is my home, so I'm assuming I will be back.
Never assume, dear lady, never assume. You know there's a great adventure that awaits. I could provide a distraction, and you could just run out the back door, hide, and meet us in the morning, and we are headed, where the hell we're headed to? We are headed,
To the Bluestone Caverns?
to the Bluestone Cavern, so you could accompany us. I do have a backpack if you wish to carry it.
No, Jetnat, because I would never be able to return home if I did such a thing.
You could be a hero. If you go to Vaulkar Keep, it'll be just politics.
I don't care to be a hero. I just care to do the right thing. And that's what I'm doing. And now I must face whatever punishment they deem necessary. Don't worry, Jetnat. I'll be back. And I'm sure you'll find some other schlub to carry your backpack around for you.
It's more than that.
You always find somebody, Jetnat.
Not so far.
I do appreciate your concern, but it doesn't serve my best interest to run. But as much as I despise Eldra and we just don't get along, she's right, and I believe that she's being told the right thing. I think the Four Seals might be able to help our situation. And while I'm in the city, I will try and find out if they're actually looking into where the source of the problem is. I'll be closer to the source of all the textbooks and everything, so all the libraries, and I can still get some stuff done. So I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Well, if you become a prisoner there, or there against your will, get a message to us, and I assure you we will come and get you. Sprig will smash the doors down. True Rock will slay any foe who stands in his way, and we will burn that fucker to the ground.
I love it. I will remember that. Thank you, JetNat. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
He doesn't know what to say to them.
The nicest thing you've ever said to me that I believed. And she kind of walks past you. All right, I'm ready to go now. And she makes her way out.
And then Varsweaver says, Jetnet, hurry up. We have some preparing to do. For a
yes.
long trip.
How much coin do I have? I need to find a retainer.
All right, with that, let's take a little break. A little water break, bathroom break, and then we will be right back. All right, we are back. So, you guys are. You just met with Eldra. She gave you the 4 potential places to go to get the 4 seals of Thuenar that they believe will help cleanse the area of all of the sickness, not just the small area you guys have already done. So, with that, you guys decided you were going to go towards the Bluestone Caverns, but Jetnat was looking to do some preparation. He's looking for somebody to help carry his goods, preferably someone young and ready to see the world a little bit. And then I believe the rest of you were going to look to purchase goods, possibly?
Oh, I'm ready to go.
You're all good. Sprig
Yeah,
has
I'll-
everything he needs.
Yep.
After looking at everything I have in my inventory, looks like Varsever is good to go too.
All right.
Unless we're expecting like weird like weather patterns and stuff.
You could check the Weather Channel.
Pull my weather channel up. No.
Local sage.
I mean, you don't think there's supposed to be bad weather. You haven't heard anything. Jetnat, do me a favor.
I did. Sorry, I rolled
Yep.
some random stats for somebody's.
Oh, did you already?
Yes, I ddid.
All right. I was going to say, so as you're looking around town, you find here. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, come on. All right, so here's what's going to happen. You can find a person to travel with you. You are responsible for coming up with their name and everything, though.
Oh, even better. Are they a gnome?
Of course. It is a forest gnome.
Okay,
And
nice.
they must be a younger forest gnome who just wants to get the hell out of here.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to assume like no class, like level 0 or level 1.
Level 0, no class. I mean, you could give them they have like 6 hit points.
Okay.
Yep. So combat would be very dangerous for them.
Well, I would anticipate they would not get into combat unless like we're in trouble, and I would ask them, and then I would probably have them make a roll to see if they would actually enter combat.
Or be scared.
Yes.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
So
They
I did
will-
actually roll some stats. The highest was strength. Thank
Perfect.
God, because it was 3d6 down the line. So,
Perfect.
but they're not a looker. They got 6 charisma.
I love it.
All right.
Probably not a good talker either. There's a reason they want to get out of here. They're tired of being made fun
peasant.
of. Okay. Perfect. All right. Pull up my map. All right. So you guys are about 36 miles from there. So how much can you travel in a day? Off the top of my head, I do not know.
8 hours.
8
like
hours?
24 miles.
Okay. So then you won't get there in one day. You will have to set up camp. You're probably still in the forest, Dagger Tree Forest area as you are traveling. You're almost at the end of the forest, though, when it's time to rest because of nighttime. It's been uneventful. There's not really a lot of people who travel on this road. In fact, the path is kind of overgrown, so it's a little harder to travel than you would have expected. Just because, again, people don't usually go past Thistlebend Glen this direction. It's been a long time since anybody you've ever heard of has ever talked about going out that way. In fact, it's all pretty much just legends at this point. That you've heard people used to come out there, and you've heard that there used to be mines out that way, but again, you don't know anybody personally who's ever went this way. So with that, How are you guys doing your camp?
Well, obviously, Varsever is taking the first watch.
I'll take second.
All right. Me and my retainer will take third watch.
Jetnet. And what is your retainer's name?
Hold on. I'll give him a name here in a sec.
All right.
Bob.
Working on that.
Excellent. Okay. Okay. Nothing happens on first watch. Nothing happens on second watch. And nothing happens on third watch. So, the night passes. Nothing eventful happens. It's actually pretty quiet. Nothing alerts you guys in the night. Just everything's pretty smooth. Morning comes, sun starts rising. You even hear birds chirping. It's probably a nice change compared to how things used to be. Pretty quiet over by Thistlebend. Wasn't a lot of birds until recent days. But yeah, it's pretty chill. You guys continue to do your travel, and as you exit out of like the woods area, you can see it kind of becomes just grassy like hills, and in the distance you can see the mountains, but at the base of the mountains you start seeing these blue jagged stones, very beautiful from far away. It's very clean, almost it's still like an opaque, but you can tell light can kind of shine through some of these rocks. So it's partially translucent, and it looks beautiful as you guys are approaching. Anything you guys would like to do?
Well, look at that. Look how beautiful this is.
Yeah, I've seen better.
Hey. You may have seen better, but you haven't seen great. Not yet.
I prefer the view of the bomb. But that's just me. All in all, it's nice to get out and stretch my legs a bit more than I have.
Excuse me.
See the sights.
As you continue to walk, you see what looks like a broken sign lying on the ground.
What does it read?
What languages do you guys speak?
Gnomish.
Um,
Orc.
Anyone speak Dwarvish?
Where's that? I think I actually might have taken Dwarvish. Let me see here. Where is that located at on the?
I am not completely sure.
Left-hand side. It's on D&D Beyond. It's left-hand side, bottom.
Oh yeah, I do have Dwarvish.
All right. So in Dwarvish, it reads, "Do not enter. Overrun by spirits." And this is still quite a bit of ways from the entrance.
All right, I'm gonna relay what it said to everybody.
Yep.
But so we're gonna have to fight ghosts.
Not necessarily, but it's always better to keep a eye out.
Oh, I'll keep an eye out. Never fought a ghost before. Ticked it off my list. Yeah, didn't you say you could? Didn't one of y'all say y'all could detect such things?
Oh, yes. Oh, of course, Sprig. Detect good, evil and good. Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Maybe y'all go just keep a lookout on spirits.
And we'll get a bit closer. I will cast this. Only has a specific duration. Sense the location.
Just gonna go ahead and walk cautiously, and I'll just like take my great axe out, just hold it in my hand, my head on the swivel.
Yeah. I mean, it's early morning, too. It's a nice sunny day. It's probably mid-70s. Pretty clear, too. You see the opening of the mouth of the cave with an arch and over the top of it. So there's like these blue jagged stones, and then you see like an opening in the side of the mountain where there is still that blue stone, but then there's a regular stone arch, and then in Dwarvish it says Bluestone Caverns and Mine. You do see what looks like some mining tracks that head in under this into the cavern. Who wants to go first? How are we entering? What's...
I will go first.
Varsever will be right behind him.
Okay. So Sprig, when you walk in, you see you are in like a diamond-shaped room, and and like the walls are normal cavern rock with blue stones kind of jutting out in certain spots.
We'll start looking around for Goose.
Okay.
Or just anything of danger in general.
Okay. And you said Farziver, you're right behind him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Varsever is going to be like looking just kind of like around to make sure there's nothing going to be like ambushing us at any time.
Okay.
Kind of like a lookout kind of thing.
Yep. Okay. And then, so you don't see anything when you first walk into this room. It is dark. Do you guys have dark vision?
I think
Can't
we
remember
do,
if I
don't we?
asked this before.
Yeah, we have dark vision.
Okay, so you
60
do have
feet.
dark vision.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then, the tracks go off into the center room, or the center room. The next room. Sorry, I'm making my map as I'm describing.
You're fine.
Describing it to you. There is in the center room or the next room, you can see this like pulsating blue stone in the center. This second room, this large second room that you can see from the first room, it looks very far across. You would assume maybe like 100 feet across, whereas this entrance room is only like 30 feet.
And in the bigger room, there's a glowing crystal in the center of the room.
Yeah, blue pulsating stone. It's large. Like, this stone is probably 25 feet by 25 feet.
Does it look like a teardrop?
It does not.
Right. Don't suppose that's that will probably be the Tear of the Tempest that we're looking for, is it? Because I do not feel like carrying that.
Why we've got young Larwool with us.
What's
She's
his
got a
name?
strong her name, Larwool Thistlebend Dazzle Spin.
Can you type that?
Yes, I will.
I will never be able to.
D&M, did you find another long distance cousin?
Of course I did. Young Larwell here. Wanted to get out of the Thistlebend Glen for a while. I'm sure she's never seen these sights before.
Definitely not.
Well, yes. We should have her go first.
Are you crazy?
Well, yes. If you want to be an adventurer, you have to do it yourself.
No,
You have to
no,
learn.
no.
Well,
She is here to assist. No, we are the experts in this matter.
I'll go first. Y'all follow along. Is there like a passage or door on the other side of this chamber?
So, I should do a better job explaining. So, there are. So, you're still in the entrance room, right? Or did you go into the middle?
I haven't walked into the middle,
Okay.
but I would have walked close enough that I can see, like, the crystal.
Okay. I am gonna share an image that it's based on, just to make it easier, in our chat. Let's use there. Boom. And then I do. So that's what it's based on. So there's a room to the right. There's a room diagonal top right. So we'll just say like a northeast room, an eastern room, a northern room. There's a northwestern room. I'm sorry, it would actually, well, it's okay. For the sake of the map, we're just going to say this. And then there is a western room. And you guys started, obviously, in the southern room. All right. While as you enter the center room, this crystal gets a lot brighter. As it gets brighter, you see coming from the eastern room and the western room, two spirits come floating into the room very quickly. As this happens, these spirits look like dwarves. They're holding like ethereal like axes, and they have what looks like chainmail that like is very like almost oversized for them. And one of them screeches out, "You betrayed me!" And he comes at you, Sprig.
Oh, I thought they were going to start fighting each other.
I thought about it.
Okay.
He's about, I'd say, 20 feet away from you, Sprig. Everyone roll for initiative.
Well, looks like my dice hath betrayed me this eve.
Actually, before we do initiative, can I say something? Because I know Dwarvish. I can say it in Dwarvish.
Yes.
We're not your enemies. We're here to cleanse the curse.
You could try to roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. And I have an advantage on that one. Oh, there we go. Much better. 22.
Ooh, 22. What curse do you come to cleanse?
The curse of Thuenar.
Thuenar
But
has
we
not
are-
cursed us.
They have not, but something is cursing this place, and we're here to cleanse it. We are followers of Thuenar.
I do not believe you know what this curse is.
Not yet, but we're here to find out. With your permission, we'd like to proceed.
Give me a history check real quick as you're trying to speak with him about all this.
21.
Okay, so you know that there are rumors of ghosts in this area. There was a point where the dwarves betrayed the people of this land, and the whole reason the mines even shut down and things like this were because the dwarves actually sold out. So Vaulkar Keep was a gold dragon that ruled all these lands, right? And you have, like, in the center of this kingdom is where, like, all the gnomes were, you know, and that's kind of where you guys are from. But in the southwest was the dwarves, and the dwarves agreed to work with the kingdom and help them and all this stuff. However, deep down, they really just wanted to make the, you know, rule among themselves and not serve Vaulkar Keep. Not all the dwarven tribes were for this, though. And so what happened was the ones that did want to serve the kingdom, they were betrayed by their kin and were killed. And so the people, that's where dwarves' betrayal gets its name, because once that this was found out, the dwarves over here became enemies of Vaulkar Kingdom. And so then they shut the mines down, and just horrible things happened. A big war broke out. And so these spirits were betrayed by their own dwarven kin.
Right, and these are like the good ones, essentially, the ones that wanted to serve Vaulkar.
Yes.
Keep. Okay. Well, we're here to make sure that we cleanse your name and make right what is right.
How do you plan on doing this?
I'm not sure yet. We'd like to take a look around to see what is here. With your permission, of course.
You may do so. I do want to state the room in the top, the northeast room, does have a door. I know it doesn't show it. It's where the stairs are, but there is a door there, by the way.
Okay.
Yes, you may look around. I think that shall be fine.
Yes, and then once we come up with a plan.
Be careful. Not all spirits here are good.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the warnings. And with your permission, we shall get to looking around, investigate, and see what we can do.
They, as you do this, they kind of like walk back or float back into their respective rooms.
So
All right.
get to fight the ghost.
So you guys, obviously, it was all in Dwarvish, so you guys don't know what's going on. So I'm going to relay it to you guys and be like, well, it sounds like they're allowing us to look around and investigate, see what we can do about this curse here. Well, those particular ones were friendly, but there's not necessarily friendly ones around here.
Well,
So keep your guard up.
good to know.
So I do get to fight ghosts.
Yes.
At some point, yes. But
Excellent.
we'd prefer not to if we can help it, because from what my studies remind me of, spirits and ghosts and all that are very hard to kill.
I mean, I figure they might be really hard to kill considering they're already dead. But
Yes.
couldn't hurt to try.
Just be very careful what we touch and what we do around here, guys. I don't know what their temperament is, but they did allow us to come in.
All right. Well, y'all seem more like the talk to people and investigate type. So you touch all you want, I'll hit the thing to try to kill us.
Well, just keep an eye out, will you?
You got it. Head back on the swivel.
All right.
Varzever is gonna kind of like walk. Let's see, what room is he gonna go to? Probably the western one first.
The western room. Okay.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
just kind of take a look around, like not like poking and prodding, but just looking around.
So, yep. As you walk into the western room, you can hear the voice of that dwarf. You don't see him, but you hear like a faint breeze stirs, and you hear like this musical hum, and you hear from whispers to roars, follow the storm's course. Sorry. And you see in this room is a large stone, and it's got a soft hum to it. There's yeah, you just hear this like soft hum.
What did you say it said?
From whispers to roars, follow the storm's course.
And obviously, I'm gonna relay that to the team members and let them know what they said. Mean anything to you, Jetnut?
Storm's course. Do you think there's a certain order that we must enter every room, perhaps?
Potentially. Why don't we check out the rest of the rooms first before we decide what we're doing here?
Yes. Be on guard for these unsavory spirits.
Yeah, evil spirits.
Okay.
All right, so I guess in a clockwise motion, we're gonna kind of go from room to room. Maybe skipping the one with the door for now.
Okay. So the northwest room that doesn't have a doorway or opening on your map, so it's an open room, and the tracks of the minecart kind of go to the right of the blue stone in the center room, and around and go up into this space, and then you see. In this room, there's no like large blue stone, and it looks like the blue stones that might have been in the wall have all been picked out of it already. So you see a bunch of like open spots.
But as we enter the room and nothing,
Completely
no
empty.
words or anything. Okay.
Nope, nothing.
Move on to the next one.
Okay, so now you are in the northern room. As you go into the northern room, you can hear the humming. It's almost like a tapping, like a light tap on this, coming from this stone in the center of this room.
Should we continue moving on to each room? What do you think, Jetnut?
What do you make of this tapping, Sprig?
What do I make of the tapping?
Yes, does it sound like some sort of tool?
Can I tell what the tapping is?
Give me a perception check.
Oh. Oh, it wasn't actually that bad. 19.
It almost sounds like it's raining, and like the sound of like some drizzle on your roof, but coming from this stone.
Yeah, this sounds like there's rain happening inside the stone. How big is the stone?
It's big. These are big stones.
Is there another stone?
They're bigger than
nearby?
you gnomes. Not in this room.
That's not impressive.
So wait, would that mean that this is the storm?
Well, it could
Be right
be.
back. I'm gonna run to another room that we've already been to and try to listen to a stone.
Okay, so you're going. There's the entrance room, and there's the western room that you guys have been in. There's also the big giant one in the middle room, but that one is in the center of a pool of water.
I'll go to the western room.
Okay, when you go to the western room, the stone has a soft hum to it.
Run back. Well, it's very possible that old stones might all make different noises and whatnot. This might
Yes,
be it. Might not.
But it did say from whispers to storms, follow the wind's course. And they did whisper to me in that first room. And you said it sounded like it was storming here.
No, I wouldn't say it's storm, more like a light drizzle. You know,
Either way,
the kind of
close
rain
enough
where
to a storm.
you just want to sit on your porch and sip lemonade and just watch the skies. Might want to check the other rooms,
Yes.
see if any of the stones make a different noise.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess on to the next one without the door.
Okay, so the eastern room.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk into this room, and this one has like a more steady beat to it, coming from the stone itself. You can give me a perception check if you want.
Who would that be, me?
Yeah, since you said you walked in there.
Okay. Oh, crap. Was my... that's not too bad. 16?
It sounds like a steady rain almost coming from it.
Okay, well, this sounds more like a steady rain. What do you think, Sprig? You're more
I
accustomed.
will also listen to the stone.
Okay. You hear pretty much the same thing. It definitely sounds like steady rain, more so than like the drizzle room.
Would I classify this as a storm?
Not necessarily, but it's definitely more so than the previous room.
I say in my humble opinion, the rain might be coming down a little harder now, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily a storm.
As such it is, not. Well, the only place we haven't checked out yet is this place with the door here.
Lead
What
the
was
way.
the light drizzle? What room was that?
That was the northern room.
North, gotcha. Okay.
All right, so I guess Varzever is gonna take
Go
us
to the door.
I'm gonna test the door.
So you see like a bunch of rune symbols on here. You could do a religion or an arcana check if you wanted to.
Which one's better for me? No, they're both equal, so I guess I'll do a religion.
I will assist you there, Farziva. Give you the guidance of Thuenar.
Ah.
You can have advantage.
You get a D4.
Oh, D4. There you go.
Oh, D4.
Yep.
Yeah. 1 second. Oh crap. Just dropped a die. No. I was not ready for a D4. Apparently. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I probably blew this out of the water. 15 plus 3, which is 22, plus 4 is 26.
So you can decipher the code on here. It says this door shall not open until you strike the tones in the correct order, revealing the final chamber.
Okay. Obviously I relayed that.
Huh. Well.
So what do you think? I mean, obviously the one that sounds like more of a storm is the one that sounds like it's actually raining.
Yes, but let's go in some sort of order. So, do we strike the stones themselves?
That's what it sounds like.
What room did we start? Where did we start in this?
You didn't notice any sounds until the western room. The
Western
entrance
had the
room
hum.
and the center room, you didn't hear any sounds coming from the stone.
What's the entrance room? Which
the southern one?
The southern
Gotcha.
one.
Okay.
But there's a stone in the entrance room. There's a large stone in the middle room, surrounded by a like it's in the middle of a pool, basically. There's a stone in the western room, the eastern room, and the northern room.
Okay, and the west had a hum,
Yep.
and we didn't notice anything in the south, but it did have a stone in it.
Correct.
I'm going to head over to the western room and listen to the stone.
Okay.
Can I discern anything other than a hum?
In which room? I'm sorry.
The western,
western.
one?
No, as you get close to it, you just hear a soft hum. Actually, give me a perception check. Give me a perception check. Not-
6.
Yeah, I mean, all you hear is like a soft hum.
Tinnitus. I can't. Just sounds like that.
Well, how do we want to play this? Do we just hit the stones one at a time? Hit them at the same time?
I would say in some sort of order.
Yeah, in order, it sounds like.
But what would the hum be? Would that be the
You-
beginning of the storm?
You had like a 26 or something, correct, Nate? On
Yeah.
that door. So you know it says striking the tones in the correct... Or hang on, let me pull my notes up here. Playing the tones in increasing intensity, and it says there's 5 of them.
Okay.
It says breeze, drizzle, rain, thunder, and gale.
Breeze, drizzle.
Yep. Rain, thunder, and gale.
I'm going to go to the southern room with the stone and get up close to it. I'm going to put my good ear to it, the one that doesn't have tinnitus, and see if I hear anything.
As you put your one ear up to it, give me a con save.
Okay. 17.
All right. So you made the save. However, you hear a loud thunderclap.
Oh,
In fact, everybody in these caverns hears that loud thunderclap. It's not like extremely loud, but it definitely sounds like thunder.
I found the thunder. Okay. All right, so I would assume that it goes west, north, east, south, and then strike the one in the middle. Because I would assume that is the gale.
I'll follow your lead.
Do you have anything suitable for striking these things?
We've only hit one of these things so far.
I don't think you've hit any of them.
Okay. Well, I have that. I have that. I can use that. So I take out my boomerang.
Okay.
And I will start with a bunch of shit. I'm going to start with the west room that
Okay.
has the hum and tap it with the boomerang. It's wooden, so I'm assuming it's not going to break the.
Yeah, as soon as you tap it, you start hearing a breeze through this room, and you feel a breeze swirling around in this room.
All right. Then I'll go to the north room and do the same thing.
You tap it, and like raindrops start falling from the ceiling. Just a slow, thick, cold drizzle.
I taste them. Does it taste like real rain?
It does.
Fascinating. Let's head over to the east room. You should prepare yourselves. And I have my cloak, push it up over my head because I'm expecting. I tap it.
It starts raining. It's
Yes.
raining pretty hard.
Yeah.
And in fact, with the wetness of your cloak, you might be encumbered now.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Narwhal.
Excellent.
All right. Okay, and then to the south.
Yep.
Let's see. I don't have. Oh, I know what I'll do. I put my finger in my good ear because my tinnitus here. I don't give a shit. And I tap it. I said, prepare and cover your ears.
Yep. It thunders. And as you do this, each of these stones glows after you tap them, by
Right.
the way. And now that one is glowing.
All right. And then there's the stone in the middle.
Yep. Now, the pool of water is about 3 feet deep around this stone.
How far away is the stone?
You probably have to walk about 10 feet through the water to get to the stone.
Jetnet, would you prefer I do it?
Well, aren't you in armor there, True Rock? These waters could be a death trap.
We just have to hit the stone, correct?
Yes.
I'll just run and jump and punch the stone.
All right. As Jetnat goes up and hits it, it starts...
Spring.
Spring does. The room starts swirling, like this wind starts swirling. You hear thunder and just... You feel like you're in the center of a storm now. Not the eye of the storm, but like... Just, it's coming down on you. Everybody, give me a con save.
We're good at these dice.
11.
Good at
16.
What did I say? You've betrayed me, dice.
Give me a break. The retainer got a 19.
Well, the retainer made it. Jetnat, you take 5 points of thunder damage.
Ooh.
What'd you get, Sprig?
13.
All right, so you failed. You also take 5 points of thunder damage. As this storming happens, it suddenly stops, and you see the door in the northeast corner. So it's like a arched door. You hear a loud, like, stone on stone grinding as the door opens. And by opens, I mean it, like, slides into the ceiling. It just goes... And when it does, you see these two dark specters that come floating out at you. In this room, there appears to be an altar on the back wall. And these two spirits come flying out at you. Everybody roll for initiative. I had a 17. Did anybody beat a 17?
I have a 17.
Okay. I'll let you go
10.
first. What'd you get, Sprig?
16.
Ooh. All right, so Farziver, you can go first. You're about 20 feet away from these spirits.
All right.
These are clearly not the ones you saw before.
Right. These are the evil ones that we were talking about earlier.
Probably.
I don't even know. I mean, like, there's not a whole lot I can do at a level 1 paladin.
Also, everybody give me a perception check real quick.
Level 2.
16.
Rolled a 5.
15.
Okay, so Sprig, you notice on the altar in the back, it looks like a necklace with like the same blue stone like out there, but it's real small, and it's shaped like a raindrop on this necklace.
Excellent.
I guess I move up and try to swing on one of these things.
Okay, roll to hit.
16 plus 4, which is 20. 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Of course, I roll 1 on damage. So 3. 3 points with the longsword.
Oof. Okay.
And
Non-magical,
I'm sure it takes
right?
nothing. Yeah, not magical.
Okay. All right, it is their turn. Where's their stats? No. All right, here it is. Okay. These two spectral creatures kind of come right next to you. Obviously, the one's already there. The other one does too. And you see they've got like these hammers, and the one swings, but this long like lightning bolt comes flinging out of it at you as well. Does an 18 hit you, Farziver?
18 is my AC, so yes.
All right, you will take 11 points of lightning damage.
Alrighty.
You're still standing?
Well, yeah. I'm hurting.
All right. The second one's attack. 16. Oh, that was
Will not
max
hit.
damage, too. Oh, that would have been pretty brutal. Okay, well, he missed. All right, Sprig, it's your turn.
How far away am I from the ghosties?
Oh, like 30 feet.
I will run 30 feet in and I will take a swing at one of the ghosts. But first, as I'm running, I will bonus action rage.
All right. I love it. Swing away.
Does it?
Oh.
Does a wait? Do I have?
12?
I hold no frenzy yet? I don't think I do. Hold on, because I would very much like advantage right now.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Well, you do
I
have
will
inspiration.
absolutely reckless.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. That is because that first roll was terrible. It's a 25 on the first one. And is the second ghost within 5 feet of me?
It is.
I will take a chop at the second ghost because of cleave.
Okay.
Natural 20.
All right. So you'll hit both.
The first one is gonna take 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You can tell, like, it hurt him, but your axe just passes right through him. You almost feel like it probably didn't hurt him as much as you would hope.
Got it. And then the second one is 15 points of slashing damage.
Damn. All right.
And that's my turn.
So when you swing through them, you can see they definitely react like, ah, damn you. Jatnat, your turn.
Okay. So the one that Sprig is fighting, I will take out my holy symbol of a Thuenar, point it towards him, and he gets to make a con save.
Okay. 19 on the die.
He made it, so he's going to take half damage, and I rolled max grapple plus, so he takes 6 radiant damage.
All right. So you see like this. What is this spell exactly?
It's called Divine Spark.
Okay.
It's like channel divinity type thing.
Okay. As this happens, it kind of like kills this ghost. You see this ghost just like scream as loud as it can as it like just dissipates away.
Yep.
You ate him up. Farzever. Oh, sorry. Unless you're still going. Jetnat. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I don't think that's okay. Yeah, and healing words of bonus action. Can I do that?
You could.
We talked about that before. I will do healing word for True Rock.
All right, Farzever.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So,
He's healing you.
yeah,
Yep.
I will give him some hit points because he needs them. Hold on, let me roll. Some hit points. Where's the friggin' thing? Okay. You get 7 HP back.
Sweet.
Something.
Better. Hey, something's better than nothing.
Very true.
And push making sure my retainer is like behind me. She's probably like grabbing the cloak.
She probably hates this. She's really thinking about, I probably shouldn't have done this. All right. Now, Farzever, it is your turn.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to use Lay on Hands on myself for 4 points of my healing, which will take me up to max.
Okay.
And then with my actual action, I'm going to use my longsword. I'm going to try to sap the guy who hit me for 11.
He's
Would you
already
give
gone.
him-
So there's just the other ghost that's right there,
The
too.
other dude.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm going to do that on him then.
Okay. Would you roll?
Yeah, whatever. That's not gonna hit. Probably 9.
Nope.
I think. Yeah, 9. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Well, let's see what he does to you. Maybe he should hit Sprig. I think this one's going for Sprig, since Sprig already hurt him. That's a 20 to hit for 7 lightning damage.
That's a lot.
And that was his turn. Sprig, it is your turn.
I will swing at the goose. Recklessly. That's gonna hit. Ooh, 17 points of slashing damage.
So you again slice through this ghostly apparatus. It is still floating there. He is not very happy.
Ooh, that's my turn.
All right, Jetnat.
All right, make a deck save.
I failed.
1 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Sacred flame. It's like a little spark come down.
You killed it. So, little spark. Radiant damage. So I've been treating radiant damage as double. He had 2 hit points.
Okay. And I rolled minimum 1 friggin'.
He dies. And the 2 other ghosts come out. And they'd say, "You rid this place of them. Thank you."
Absolutely, you're welcome. This
They
is the
were
least we can do.
traitors.
The treachery is no more.
Yes, as our friend says, the treachery is no more.
Well, thank you. You can have the gift on the altar. The tear of the tempest.
Why, mighty thankful. We are very mighty thankful. And may you rest in peace.
It looks before you go. Would you approximate
I'm gonna
the
translate all
gold piece
this for him.
value of such an item?
I am not familiar with your economy. I cannot
Blasted.
appraise this item. But in our day, it was priceless.
Heard that before.
All right, so I guess Var's favor is gonna go up and go grab it.
All right, you grab the tear of the tempest.
Jetnat, I believe you're probably better off holding on to this.
Well, depends on how heavy it is.
Oh, it's not heavy at all.
Oh, fantastic!
Hands it
I mean,
over.
I'll yeah. If I take, I'll examine it. I mean, what do I think it's worth?
It's definitely very nice. It's got a very
Okay.
beautiful blue sapphire in it.
Okay.
It's valuable. You would think this is pretty dang valuable.
Okay. And I learned from last time. I'm not handing it to Sprig. I don't need him to give it to somebody.
Nice.
Does it have any kind of symbol? I mean, I'm sure it has symbols. Does it have any kind of?
So
religious
it's like a
iconography
very
on it?
thin necklace. So it doesn't. You don't see any symbols or anything on it, and it's just got that blue sapphire on the end of it, with a little bit of like silver around that the sapphire is embedded into.
Okay. I don't have any way to identify it.
Nope.
See, I'll put it on. I'll see what happens.
Okay, you're gonna wear it for a while. Try to attune to it if it's magical.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
try to. I'm assuming it will help us. I mean, they told us to
Yeah.
find it.
And then how long are you guys just hanging out in here in the meantime?
I don't know if I want to hang out at this place.
No, no,
Uh,
no, no. We'll
You'll head
probably
out.
just like, thank them again, and then wish them, restful peace for the rest of their eternity,
Yeah.
and
they got any
and
gems or
head out.
valuables they want to hand us as as good tidings for the
We have
great
no
work we've
material belongings.
done?
It's okay, Jetnut. Not all battles can be won.
When
We
you
will find
guys
some soon.
when you guys step outside, you can the sky is now like getting dark, like storms are rolling in.
Okay.
There's this like a breeze that just feels very unnerving, like just a bad storm is coming.
Okay.
Smell
it?
Jetnat, yeah, you can smell it in the air. Jetnat, it's been about an hour,
Okay.
and you notice that this is magical. It gives you resistance to lightning damage.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And we'll end the session right there. You guys can level up. Because I didn't realize you guys were only level 1. I thought you guys would have been level 2.
No, we are
after,
level 2.
after the
I'm
previous
level 2.
one.
Yeah, we are level
I'm-
2.
Oh.
I'm level 2.
Oh, well, there you go.
Are we? Oh,
Farsiver
I
needs
messed
to
up.
level up.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, you guys should be level 2 right now.
Okay, I'll fix that. So.
All right, with that, thank you guys for watching. We'll go around, let everyone, kind of say their piece, their little shout outs, and we'll start with you, Peter. What you got going on over there?
All right. Yes, I finally got a retainer. Very excited. Yes, being Drake and currently playing OSC. We're on session 87 coming up. And just starting a mothership campaign. We just had session 0, session 1. Should be in a couple weeks. Star Wars has completed. And other than that, everything's good.
Is everything good?
Good.
Nice. Harold, anything you have going on?
Absolutely not. And I like it
Not?
that way.
What? Thought you were like publishing a book about your setting or something. No, I'm just kidding.
That's down the line.
Someday.
Just one day eventually.
That'd be sweet. Awesome. Well, anyways, that's Blackthorn's Apothecary, or formerly Blackthorn's Apothecary. Are you going by Dread DM now? Or no?
I mean, if I ever decide to
To
jump
do
back in, I'm going with the Dread DM.
I like it. Awesome.
Got to put the fear of you in your players.
I love it. All right, Nate, what do you got going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Sometimes I'm in I'm in your games. I got, stuff sometimes once in a blue moon with Jetnat there.
With Peter's games over on
Yeah,
BN
Peter's
Drake?
games. Yeah, being Drake.
Awesome.
So yeah, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, and I'm just working.
Awesome. I'm running a few campaigns, but this is the only one I'm streaming. And lately, my daughter and I have been streaming Skyrim on Friday nights over on Twitch. We didn't do it this past Friday. She went to a friend's house. But we'll be continuing that, I think, just every Friday night around like 9 o'clock for like 2 hours, just for fun. And I don't really promote it hard or do anything too crazy with that. And then other than that, I'm trying to do a weekly video on the channel. So I just reviewed an adult red dragon miniature. And I don't recall what my video is for this next week, but I will be recording that in the next couple days, and I'll get that up hopefully by Friday. So stay tuned for that. But we've been covering a lot of D&D 2024. So I might revisit the overall rules because I realized I never did a actual review of the player's handbook. I just talked about character creation. So maybe that'll be my video this week. Maybe I will actually review the player's handbook. So yeah, with that, hit that like button, subscribe if this is your first time here. We'll see you guys next time. Game on.